Hey everybody, Kelly Engineering here, and welcome to episode 11 of Journey Across the Void. Before I get to my in-between episodes spiel, I do want to say that the world download for episode 10 is available. It's in the description, and yeah, just click it. There's a README in there, but I don't really think you need a README. But I am on Journey Across the Void 16.8. No mods have been added, removed, or changed, so it should just be a plug-and-play type situation. So yeah, absolutely, go download it, have some fun, and yeah, that's really all there is to it. Really, the main thing that I did in between episodes was I played around with making cows, and as you can see from these three chests, I have a lot of cows now and room for some more. Almost every single nuclear craft cow has been gotten at this point, and I've sorted them as best as I can, but except for these ones. These ones are all unsorted. But the ones that I'm missing, really, and I have 91% of the cows so far, I am missing like boron 10, boron 11. There's a couple down here that I'm missing. But yeah, I almost have all of the nuclear craft ones at the very least. And all of here are just stuff that I have yet to sort through. All of my metals and the useful stuff are in right here, and I finally got the Superium cow. I also got an Insanium cow, and I immediately made a pickaxe and axe head using the Insanium, just so I could have a little extra speed. And also because of that, I have been getting a crazy amount of prosperity shards, and I've been putting them in here building. Yeah, I have 4,564 prosperity shards, and that's thanks to the fact that Prosperous is on the Insanium pickaxe. So, yeah, I have more than enough prosperity shards. But I have in here, what are these? These are all of the drinks. So I have it sorted by just regular juice, the wine, the beer, liqueur, and liquor, and then I have like the hard stuff right over here. Also, I changed myself a little bit in the Robosurgeon. I now have an internal battery. I had that at the end of the last episode. Solar skin. Here we go, this cardiovascular coupler. So I added this to myself as well as an ender jammer. The cardiovascular coupler, and let's get all this crap out of the way. Cardiovascular coupler just makes it so I am constantly producing power. I only had the solar skin at the end of the last episode, so it had to be sunny for me to gain power. Now, no matter what, I'm always going to be at 6,000 of 6,000, so I can use my night vision anytime that I want. But other than that, everything pretty much remains the same. So what I'm going to do in this episode is it's really just going to be moving day. I'm going to move all of the stuff that's on this platform into the Triskelion, or what I have done of the Triskelion so far, and then completely destroy this platform. And yeah, home base is going to be the Triskelion from now on. Without further ado, let's get to it. The first thing that I want to do is I want to set up my void ore miners back where they're supposed to be, and I actually could probably upgrade them to tier 4. But where they're going to go is actually at the first floor of here. I have lit up, and I probably shouldn't go in that way. So I have lit up this entire area with feral flare lanterns. And I'm actually working on another lighting source as well. And I'll actually demonstrate that up here at the top because I ran out of lighting before I could complete it. Here we go. I'm using these inset floor edge lights from Engineer's Decor, and they're actually they're quite simple to make. I tried a whole bunch of different lighting options, and these ones seemed to work the best. So a combination of the Feral Flare Lanterns, which quite frankly I can't stand. I have them in line of sight enabled, but that doesn't stop them from messing with everything. So if I hold on right here, you'll see that I have a area right here that is lit up. The Feral Flare Lantern is doing that despite there not being any Feral Flare Lanterns around here. The line of sight's kind of buggy. So every once in a while, whenever I, like here, right here, so whenever I am experiencing a glitch like this, the Feral Flare Lanterns all of a sudden start seeing line of sight. So wherever it's not seeing this chunk, even though there is stuff there, the Feral Flare Lantern sees that it can place a light and does so. So yeah, visual glitches are not doing a very good thing for me right now. But that's not really any problem. What I've done is I've constructed a way. Alright, good. Every other floor is going to be like this, and I'm going to, on the bottom floor of this portion of the tower is where I'm going to put the void ore miners. But every 2 floors, it becomes an area where I can access one of the floors, and I'm going to have And I'm going to have little stairways that go up to all of the other floors. So like right here, there's going to be a stairway, and then there's another floor right here. So yeah, it's just going to be stairways going up, and I think I'm going to be using yeah, I'm going to be using DecoCraft in order to do that. So I thought there was another mod in here, but I guess it's only DecoCraft. Yeah, I'm going to be using DecoCraft stairs in order to craft up everything to the other floors using this flat surface right here. And then on the base floors right here on the other side of the tower, on the other end, come on. Yeah, right around here is where there's going to be another entrance to each individual floor. I don't think I explained that very well, but once I have everything in place, I'll go over it again so it makes a little bit more sense. So here are my 2 void ore miners, and I'm going to set up the resource miner in another tower because I want to spread out where all of my machines are. Right now I have this entire area lit up with the illuminating orbs made from the illumination wand, and I can't stand this look. If anybody has any suggestion on how to better do my lighting setup, because those insets that I showed earlier, they do the trick, but not for large scale lighting. And I'm still looking for some sort of solution, especially for these large open areas on the outsides of the tower. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, please put them in the comments. But I'm not going to bother actually setting them up. Today is moving day, not setup day. So I'm just going to be moving everything to its place, and next episode is where I'm going to make sure that everything is set up and working the way that it's supposed to be. Alrighty, so the sieve setup is gone, and I put it inside these handy chests, and I cannot sing the handy chest praises enough. I have compartmentalized, here's all of the void ore and void resource miner stuff. This is where I'm putting all of the furnaces and pulvises, pretty much the stuff we're looking at right now. I'm going to put all of the furnace pulvis quantum storage units in here, and this is all of the sieving stuff. So yeah, these handy chests are just the best, and I'm surprised that Ender Utilities isn't in more mod packs, considering how absolutely essential it's been since I discovered the mod. I've been using it for everything. I've also, I didn't go over this last episode, but I also made a compact storage, and compact storage is absolutely amazing as well, especially if you want large scale chests. So yeah, the chest builder right here, all you have to do is just say what you want for a chest, and give the proper ingredients to it, choose a hue that you want, and yeah, it'll make you a large chest. So 24 columns and 12 rows looks like this. This is a massive chest. I'm using one of them for glass right now, and this one was being used for cows before I moved it over to handy chests. So yeah, compact storage and handy chests combined are... I'm loving this mod pack and all of the options that I have for everything. So here is my pulverizing and furnacing setup, and I have yet to throw any of the lines in place because I'm going to work on getting these signalum plated item ducts. I need to make a whole bunch of these, and these are going to be in place because I need some way to transfer power now that I don't have multiple sides. If I try to dig down, it's the sky. So I don't have that going for me, but that's perfectly fine. I can just make these. That'll solve that problem. But anyway, it's not just this setup that I have ready, it's also the sieving setup right across the hallway. This is going to be a very strange looking room. So I have the hallway, or I guess the second hallway floor, set up, but what's going to happen is each floor is going to have a set of girders going all the way across, and then like an empty space in the center. And I'm going to have multiple floors of all of these sieving setups, and I still need... oh man, I need to rename those. Son of a gun. But that's fine. I still have the list somewhere of what everybody was named, so... and that's fine, because I have more than 8 people now. But anyway, on each floor, on top of the girders, I'm going to have another sieving setup, and it's going to be covering everything that can be sieved in this game, because unlike most Skyblocks, sieving is actually crucial all the time. You never stop sieving. So yeah, I'm going to have all of that set up, but that's going to be an in-between episode thing. Today is moving day. In the case of the pulverizing and furnacing room, I am not going to use the item ducts that I normally use. Instead, I'm going to be using the signalum plated item ducts, because those also transfer RF. Power is going to be running funky through this entire building, mainly through this hallway. So I have the first and second floor hallways perfectly done, but there is not going to be a third hallway. So this is one of the hallways, right? Yeah, okay. So there's not going to be a third hallway. Instead, all of my power cables are going to be running through it, and I'm going to be getting into mechanisms soon enough, so I'll have quantum entangle porters going as well. But anyway, since I can't have multiple sides going like I did down on the platform because it's just the sky, but yeah, since I can't have those going on, come on, here we go. Since I can't have those going on, thermal will have me covered for the time being. So I'm taking down all the saplings right now, but I am not going to bother setting them up in the Triskelion just yet. I have future plans. I just need to make sure that I have all of these in the right order. So there is a sapling quest line that I want to go through, but it requires a little bit of setup. So I need to make these task screens, and I have already made plenty of task screens right here. And this was for the, I forget what I had this set up for. I think it was fluids. But yeah, I made the task screens, and I need to set them all up and load in like 50, what is that, 500,000 water clay buckets, 500,000 cakes, so on and so forth. And yeah, that's going to require a little bit of setup. That's going to be like a mini aside in another episode, so I'm not going to bother. But another thing I have to take care of is all of these crates. So I'm not actually into engineering right now. So I forget. There it is, storage crate keeper. And oh, I can absolutely make those. I have plenty of black quartz. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of these storage crate keepers, and all I have to do is just open up each of these crates and put it somewhere inside the crate. And whenever I break it, it will keep the entire inventory. And then it's just a matter of putting that inside of my, my little memory cards here. Also, I have been naming all of my memory cards, so yeah, I have geothermal generators, crucibles, machines, sieving, furnace, void miner. All of these memory cards have been named just for easy reference whenever I start moving this handy chest around the world. And yeah, I know exactly what's in each of these memory cards. Here's my enchantment setup as it stands right now. Now that it has a dedicated spot, I'm definitely going to expand upon it. But yeah, all of my enchantments are being held right here, and I'm also going to sort through them now that they have a dedicated spot. Here's where my experience is. The experience drain just goes into this tank, and then I can hit the tap and fill up with experience anytime I want. I'm going to put on the other side of the wall my quantum tank. It's going to house any extra experience I have. And when I finally get into Ender IO, I'll be making a painting machine to make some conduit facades to hide those. The enchantment factory is over here, and I still need to set all of that up. But as it stands right now, I'm happy with it. On the next floor up, though, I have all my resource saplings, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. I have it placed one away from the window because I just discovered bonsai pots actually take up 2 slots. And I guess that makes sense. You're seeing it take up 2 slots now. But F3B is showing the hitbox. The bonsai pots have no hitbox. So that's something. I couldn't actually verify that. But yeah, the light does get in the way of them growing, so I had to place it one away. Once I have this entire floor full of all of my bonsai pots, I assume that from the outside this is going to look pretty fantastic. And all 3 of these floors, so this one, and this one, are all going to be every single sapling. This is going to be the command center, so most of my important machines are going to be in here, including my ME system. So directly below this floor is one of the rooms in the disk, and this room is going to be where I handle most of the ME. So I'm going to have all of my auto crafters in here, yeah, pretty much everything below this room. And it also intersects with the helipad outside, which is why it looks so funky in here. I'm not going to bother connecting the 2 walls because it just didn't really make sense since the helipad takes up most of this room anyway. So yeah, there is that. But yeah, this is going to be my command center. For now, I have the ME system, of course, disconnected. I have no power going to it. But everything that I am supposed to have hooked up is in this chest. And go. And then I moved my main handy chest up here just because it's my main stuff. But yeah, I'm just about done with moving everything. It's just a matter of collecting my essence cow that's all the way over here. Regarding all of the cows, I'm not going to bother hooking that up because once I add on to the Triskelion, there are a couple of wings that I have to add on. The cows are all going to go on a separate portion, and that is, let's see here, it's about 300 blocks away. So yeah, 300 blocks away are where all of the cows are going to go, and even farther than that is where mystical agriculture is going to go. But yeah, the cow is the last thing that I have to move before deconstructing the entirety of the platform. And so the last of the platform is gone. All I have to do is just transport the rest of my stuff up to the disk, and or I guess I should find a different name for it. If we're going with Triskelion, then I guess this is the World Security Council. So yeah, the area where I have the main base is the World Security Council area. So yeah, that's how it's going to be. But yeah, I just have to finish setting in all of this stuff, like my compact chest. And of course, things are going to continue looking a little sparse in here until I start building up. I'm only on episode 11. So yeah, I'm going to throw all of this stuff in here and close out the episode. I know this episode is a little short, and I do apologize for that, but if I'm honest, I enjoy making the shorter, more focused episodes. This episode didn't take nearly as long as it normally does for me to record, mainly because I was just moving stuff around. But I will not be releasing any episodes next week because I'm going to be bulk recording episodes instead. The week after next week, I will be in the middle of a move, and you know, that's life. It's all about priorities, and I chose to not release any episodes next week to remove some stress from me and make it so that I can actually release some content for you guys while I am beginning the next chapter of my life. So, yeah, that's just the way that it is. So, but I am Kelly Engineering, and I hope that you did enjoy this episode, even though we didn't really accomplish anything. But I hope it gave you guys some ideas if you decide to download this world, and just with how I'm planning on positioning everything, hopefully it gave you guys some ideas, or you have ideas of your own on how you want to mess with this world. But yeah, in the description, download the world, and do with it what you will. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.